I'm trying to make sure that the herb that is given for the service of man goes throughout my whole body. So, Reuben, hold on. I think a phone of mine is going off. Reuben. All right, guys, I'm so sorry about that. So, Reuben, okay? Reuben, please forgive me, you guys, okay? Because y'all saw what I was partaking in, okay? So, to start, and I'm gonna try to make it brief, but this shit ain't brief. All right, it's not brief, okay? Not this deep diving. It's not brief at all. So, again, my intent is to identify us all, right? All the people, okay? So, I'm looking into Reuben, which is the first tribe of, it's the first tribe of Israel, the oldest son of Jacob. Here's the name meanings. So, according to the Strong's Concordance, and when I was looking up in the Bible, the Strong's number comes up as H7205. So that's what starts me on this journey of delving into words and what they mean. All right, so 7200 is what I get first because it says the origin of this Reuben or Ruben or Reuben. The origin of that, it says it's from the imperative of H7200. So first of all, when you're looking at all this, every note matters, every notation matters or whatever to help bring focus and clarity. So that would make me go look at 7200, which I did. And I should have, they drew our attention specifically to the imperative, but I also want to be clear. When I'm looking into words and into definitions, I just start reading everything. And while I know that in some sense could be counterproductive, I feel that it gives me such a more expansive understanding of the word. But here, let's go look at the imperative of 7200. I'm going to first start with the imperative. Whatever is labeled in here as imperative is what I'm going to look for. So the thing is, there is no notation, it looks like, in 7200 for the imperative. So now this will make me feel like I would have to Google what imperative means. And also let me get the charger to my computer before it dies. All right, so I need another plug thing. But for now, this just gonna have to make it. I'm gonna probably have to reposition my computer, bringing it a little closer. All right, guys, so right now, I'm just about to look up the word imperative as far as what it means. Okay, let's get us another tab open. What does imperative mean in grammar? That's what we're looking for. So imperative is, no, nobody said imperative words. We asked, what is an imperative in grammar? All right, so it says, okay, imperatives are verbs used to give orders, commands, warning, or instructions. So, so these are the verbs that seems to give direction. So, for example, with Reuben, as far as 7,200 is concerned, which we're talking about the Strongs. Let me use that right there. As far as with 7,200, which where the hell is 7,200? It's back here, right? It is. Okay. So in 7,200, the command, the direction of this particular definition is to see, guys, to see. So I kept hearing head as well. And head, I kept hearing the word head before I was even reading all these particular understandings and definitions. And so what I was getting as I was listening to Spirit is that the head is the first, right? The head is the first thing on the body. Or it is the thing that helps see. It's the thing that helps see, right? Make sense of things. If you can see something, oh my God, guys, it's deep. Like I said, if you can see something, you can, okay, it's so many things that come from sight, right? So you get the head, meaning maybe the chief of something, or the help me to calm down, God. Okay. Because you guys, my mind is racing. There are so many different concepts that I can understand, but the head, the seer, sight brings knowledge with it. If you can see something, you can begin to formulate thoughts and understandings and opinions because of what you see. That is both literal or figuratively. So not only is this sight to see, as far as this right here, your eyes, just your basic eyes, it is also about the mental form of sight, which is connected to both your crown and your third eye, in my opinion, the crown and third eye chakra. When I was looking at the crown, though, when I think about the crown, so that was the other thing with the head. What came with the understanding of the head is your crown chakra, which you get information from spirit and source from. It goes to your third eye and vice versa. They work together. The third eye can, help us see, understand things, right? So Reuben, the name of Reuben alone with just to see is connected to all that. Your crown chakra, your third eye, which is about your sights, your understanding. Not only that though, guys, it's connected. Most people would see the word Ben or Bane, however you're supposed to properly pronounce it, and they're going to automatically say that that's connected to a son. What I hate about doing shit like that is people cause confusion or you cause lies. Let me explain why. When I was looking into this word, Bane, however I'm supposed to pronounce it, that doesn't only apply to a son or that doesn't only apply to a son. It also applies to a daughter. It also can apply to children altogether. And that's also in they say in the widest, most expansive expression of that. They go into detail about how that can both apply to a nation, groups of people, biological children. It's so many levels that what this word applies to, and the words that come together to create Reuben, or Bane, however you pronounce it. So this is talking about the chief, the first people. And not only the first people maybe that populated, But even the first people in a particular group of people, who should be the heads? Who should be the chiefs? God, thank you. Please help me to stay focused. Who should be the chiefs? The chiefs are the seers. So if I'm trying to find, which was my initial point and intent, if I'm trying to find and identify those who would be possibly considered a part of the tribe of Ru'ubim or Ru'ubim, it would be the seers. And not to say that only, because the beautiful thing is, because everything is all one, because it's all connected, that wouldn't only be connected to the tribe of Reuben, right? Because because we understand that this word that makes up, or these words that compact together to make his name, so therefore his reputation. When diving deep, it literally deals with both man and woman, also, so boy and girl. It deals with children, which from children come nations of people, right? So it would deal with everybody and their ability to see. If you can see, then you understand, or you can begin to understand, you can begin to learn, you can begin to know. Some of the other words connected to Ru'ubim, it goes back to, when you go look into the Strongs, they talk about 7,200. So 7,200, when I first started reading, it says a primitive root, and it means to see. So that would be the imperative verb, the command, right? To see. And that's both in the literal or figurative. It says to advise self. That's the first definition, to advise self. Because God and I are one. So if I'm advising myself, I'm actually being advised by God, because I'm connected to God. I am one with God. Never was I not. Moving on. If I'm the thought of God, I'm in God's crown and third eye. They can see, he or they, he or she or he. And the reason that that was just one part of the reason I started to look for in this ancient Greek Hebrew lexicon. Okay, can I find these same words for Ra'ah? I'm still thinking about Reuben, and Bane. Right, that part of the Bane deals with, hold on guys, give me a minute. Okay, so here's the reason. So I go to 7,200 first, because it says it's from the imperative of 7,200 and 1121. So 1121, that's why I went back to 1121, because to me 1121 is so important, because this is telling us, it's telling us about the Bane part of the name. So let me hurry up and get back to 1121. From 1121, we find that this word comes from 1129. So I go to 1129. 1129 deals with Bon-na. That's how it's pronounced in the phonetic way, bon-na. So I know that to be like whatever would represent. Oh, so that would actually be B-A-W. That would actually be B-N. So I need to chill before I need to chill. Let me correct myself though, because I was about to get excited because I was looking at what was there. So let's go to B-N first. So in the ancient Hebrew lexicon, right, they go, instead of like in the Strongs, how they have depending on what it is, they may have 2 words or 4. Oh, sorry guys, y'all can't even see this. So do the paleo, then or pictorial or whatever original, then they do what's kind of more modern, and they also like kind of give some prefixes, I guess, right? Some letters that are connected. So initially, when I was looking up ba na, I just kept seeing the BAs and the Ws. And so I started looking for the prefix BW, but I should have been looking for the prefix more closer to BN. BN. And let's see if I can find some. And if I can find something with BWN or BNW, I feel like that would be closer. But this is just my thoughts. I'm seeing BHN, which to me will all deal with things about sight, but that's not, I want to get as close to maybe BN, the closest thing to BN. And I wish that this was more like, I really wish this was more in alphabetical order. But maybe that's not what it's meant to be. Okay, hold on. Let me come back, guys, because I don't want to take forever on here, and it may take me a little time to find what I feel I'm looking for. So hold on.